If you're over 60, there's something important you need to hear today, because the meats you've been eating your whole life might not be doing your body any favors anymore. As we get older, our bodies change. Our digestion slows down, our metabolism shifts, and our heart, kidneys, and joints become more sensitive to what we put on our plate. But most of us keep eating the same foods we've always eaten, especially meat, without realizing how much damage it might be doing behind the scenes. Did you know that some meats can silently raise your blood pressure, stiffen your arteries, trigger inflammation in your joints, and even speed up memory loss? I know that sounds serious, but here's the good news. Not all meats are bad. In fact, some can actually help protect your muscles, your brain, and your heart if you choose the right ones. In today's video, I'll show you the 4 worst meats that people over 60 should avoid at all costs. These are meats that may be secretly harming your health every single day. Then we'll talk about 4 healthier, safer meats you should be eating, yes, even every day, because they support healthy aging and keep your energy strong. Whether you're cooking for yourself, your spouse, or even your grandkids, these tips can help you make smarter choices at the grocery store and at the dinner table. Stick around till the end, because meat number 3 on the worst list might just be sitting in your fridge right now. 1. Processed meats. Bacon, sausages, deli ham. Let's start with one of the most common meats found in American homes. Processed meats. We're talking about bacon, hot dogs, sausages, salami, pepperoni, and those thin slices of deli ham or turkey that seem so easy to throw in a sandwich. Now, I know what you're thinking. These are convenient, and they taste good. I've been eating bacon since I was a kid. And you're absolutely right. Processed meats are everywhere, but here's the problem. Once we hit 60, the way our bodies handle certain ingredients, especially salt, fat, and preservatives, changes a lot. Most processed meats are loaded with sodium, sometimes over 400, 600 milliliters per slice or link. For seniors, especially those with high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney issues, that's a serious red flag. Too much sodium causes water retention, raises blood pressure, and puts stress on your heart and kidneys. And the effects are not always immediate. It's a slow buildup that happens over time. Next up are nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives added to processed meats to enhance flavor and shelf life. These compounds have been linked to increased risks of colorectal cancer, especially in older adults. The World Health Organization even classifies processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as smoking. On top of that, processed meats are usually high in saturated fat, which contributes to clogged arteries, inflammation, and weight gain. And let's not forget the connection between chronic inflammation and joint pain, cognitive decline, and weakened immune function, all things that become more common after age 60. Another hidden danger? Low-quality meat and fillers. Many processed meats are made from the parts of animals that are cheap and fatty. You're not getting high-quality protein. You're getting scraps mixed with chemicals. So what should you do? Try swapping deli meats with home-cooked chicken or turkey breast. Instead of bacon or sausage at breakfast, try an egg with avocado or a veggie scramble. Craving flavor? Season your meals with herbs, spices, or a touch of mustard instead of salty cured meats. Your taste buds might miss processed meats at first, but your heart, joints, and brain will thank you. 2. Fried chicken and other deep-fried meats. Let's be honest, fried chicken is a comfort food classic. It's crispy, flavorful, and brings back memories of Sunday dinners, family picnics, and quick meals from the drive-thru. But if you're over 60, it's time to take a closer look at what fried meats are really doing to your body. The biggest problem with fried chicken and other deep-fried meats like fried pork chops, fried fish, and even chicken nuggets is the oil. These foods are often cooked in highly refined vegetable oils, like soybean or canola oil. Worse yet, many restaurants reuse their frying oil over and over again, causing it to break down into trans fats and harmful compounds that promote inflammation. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at fighting inflammation. That means eating fried foods regularly can lead to a buildup of chronic inflammation, contributing to stiff, achy joints, high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries, increased risk of heart disease and stroke. Fried meats are also loaded with saturated fats and calories, which make it harder to maintain a healthy weight, something many people struggle with after 60. Even small portions can pack in hundreds of calories in very little nutritional value. And let's not forget digestion. Fried meats can be heavy on the stomach, causing bloating, acid reflux, especially if you have a slower metabolism or a sensitive digestive system. Another hidden issue? The breading. That crispy coating on fried chicken is often made from refined white flour, full of simple carbs that spike your blood sugar. For seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, that's a dangerous combo. Fat plus carbs plus salt. So what can you do instead? If you love chicken, try baking, grilling, or air frying it instead. Use herbs, lemon, or garlic for flavor instead of deep frying. If you miss the crunch, coat chicken in crushed almonds or oats and bake until golden. Skip the drive-through fried options. Fast food fried meat is often the worst, high in sodium, low in nutrients, and cooked in low-quality oils. Remember, it's not about giving up flavor, it's about choosing foods that support your body as it changes with age. Making just this one change, cutting back on fried meats, can help reduce joint pain, protect your heart, and give you more energy for the things you love. Number 3, canned meats, Spam, corned beef, Vienna sausages, etc. Let's talk about a pantry staple that many seniors grew up with, canned meats. They're cheap, convenient, and can last for years without refrigeration. For folks who live through tough times, these products like Spam, canned corned beef, potted meat, or Vienna sausages were once considered lifesavers. But if you're over 60, it's time to look at what's really inside that can and how it may be affecting your health. First and foremost, canned meats are extremely high in sodium. Just a single serving of Spam can contain over 700 milligrams of sodium. And let's be honest, most people eat more than one serving at a time. That's almost half the recommended daily limit for seniors in just one portion. For older adults, especially those managing high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney problems, that much sodium can cause fluid retention, puffy hands, ankles, face, elevated blood pressure, increased risk of heart failure or stroke, extra stress on the kidneys. Then we have saturated fat. Canned meats are often made from low-quality cuts, fatty trimmings, and meat scraps that are cheap to produce but hard on your heart. These fats raise your LDL, bad cholesterol, clog arteries, and contribute to inflammation throughout the body. And let's not forget about the chemical preservatives and additives. Many canned meats contain nitrates, nitrites, and MSG to enhance flavor and preserve shelf life. Studies have linked nitrates and nitrites to an increased risk of colon cancer, especially in older adults with slower digestive systems. On top of that, canned meats often lack the real nutrition your body needs, like high-quality protein, omega-3 fats, or essential vitamins. You're filling up on salt and fat, not fuel. Another concern for seniors? Digestive discomfort. Because of their high fat and additive content, canned meats can trigger acid reflux, bloating, and stomach upset, especially in those with sensitive digestive tracts. So what can you do instead? Try cooking and freezing your own meats in small portions. Grilled chicken, ground turkey, or lean beef can be frozen and reheated when needed. For quick options, look for low-sodium canned tuna or salmon, packed in water, not oil. These provide healthy protein without the harmful additives. Always read the label. If the ingredient list is longer than the can itself, or full of words you can't pronounce, it's probably best to skip it. Your body has worked hard for you all these years. Choosing better protein sources now can help keep your heart, brain, and kidneys working smoothly for many years to come. 4. Red meats in excess. Beef, lamb, pork. Let's be clear, red meat is not the enemy. In fact, lean cuts of beef, lamb, or pork can provide essential nutrients like iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. Nutrients that are especially important as we age. But here's the catch. Eating too much red meat or choosing the wrong cuts can seriously impact your health after 60. Why? because your body is no longer as efficient at processing saturated fat, cholesterol, and heavy animal proteins as it was in your younger years. And when we consistently eat fatty steaks, ribs, burgers, pork chops, or lamb roasts, it puts extra stress on key organs like the heart, kidneys, and liver. Let's break it down. Saturated fat and cholesterol. Many red meats, especially fatty cuts, are high in saturated fat, which raises your LDL, bad cholesterol. This increases the risk of atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. For seniors whose arteries may already be narrowing with age, this is a serious concern. Inflammation. Eating too much red meat, particularly when grilled or charred, can trigger inflammatory responses in the body. Chronic inflammation has been linked to joint pain, memory loss, diabetes, and even cancer. Colorectal cancer risk. Several long-term studies, including from the World Health Organization, show that high consumption of red meat is associated with a greater risk of colorectal cancer, especially when meat is cooked at high temperatures, grilled, pan-fried, or barbecued. Kidney and liver strain. Older adults often have reduced kidney function without even realizing it. Diets high in animal protein, especially from red meat, can worsen this condition, leading to fatigue, swelling, and other complications. So does that mean you should give up red meat entirely? Not necessarily. The key is moderation. Limit red meat to 1-2 servings per week and choose lean cuts like sirloin, round steak, tenderloin, or pork loin. Trim visible fat and cook using heart-friendly methods like baking, steaming, or slow cooking. Avoid processed red meats like hot dogs, bacon, or sausage. That's double trouble. Consider replacing some red meat meals with plant-based proteins or fatty fish like salmon or sardines, which are much better for your heart and brain. As we age, it's not just about enjoying food. It's about eating in a way that supports our independence, energy, and long-term health. And reducing excess red meat is one of the smartest steps you can take. Now that we've covered the 4 worst meats to avoid, those that can quietly raise your blood pressure, clog your arteries, and trigger inflammation, it's time for some good news. You don't have to give up meat entirely. In fact, your body still needs protein to stay strong, maintain muscle, support your immune system, and keep your energy levels up. The key is to make smarter meat choices, ones that work with your aging body, not against it. There are meats that can actually protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and keep your joints feeling young. They're lower in saturated fat, easier to digest, and full of nutrients that promote healthy aging. So in this next section, let's focus on 4 of the best meats seniors should enjoy regularly, the ones you can feel good about putting on your plate each day. Starting with one of the leanest, cleanest, and most versatile proteins out there. 1. Skinless chicken or turkey breast. When it comes to healthy meats for seniors, skinless chicken and turkey breast are at the top of the list, and for good reason. They're lean, high in protein, low in saturated fat, and incredibly versatile in the kitchen. That means they're not only good for you, they're also easy to prepare in a variety of ways that won't get boring. So why are they such a smart choice for people over 60? Let's start with protein. After age 60, we naturally start to lose muscle, a process called sarcopenia. It can lead to weakness, poor balance, and even a higher risk of falls or fractures. One of the best ways to fight muscle loss is by getting enough high-quality protein in your diet every day. And that's exactly what you get from chicken or turkey breast. Just 3 ounces of cooked skinless chicken breast gives you about 26 grams of protein, with only around 2 to 3 grams of fat. Turkey breast is very similar. That's a powerful nutrition boost, without the downside of heavy saturated fats found in red or processed meats. Speaking of fat, the low saturated fat content in poultry breast makes it heart-friendly. Saturated fat can raise LDL, bad cholesterol levels, leading to plaque buildup in the arteries and increasing your risk of heart disease. For seniors already dealing with high cholesterol or blood pressure, this switch can be a game changer. Another benefit, digestibility. As we age, our digestive systems become more sensitive. Fatty or heavily processed meats can cause bloating, acid reflux, or discomfort. Lean poultry is gentle on the stomach, making it a great choice if you have a slower metabolism or digestive issues. And let's not forget versatility. Skinless chicken and turkey can be grilled, roasted, boiled, shredded, or baked. You can slice them over salads, stir them into soups, use them in sandwiches, or enjoy them with steamed veggies for a light dinner. With just a few herbs, a squeeze of lemon, or a touch of olive oil, you've got a healthy, flavorful meal. Tips for getting the most benefit. Always remove the skin. The fat hides there. Choose white meat, breast, over dark meat, thighs, drumsticks, if you want the leanest option. Avoid breaded or fried chicken. Those versions add back the fats and sodium you're trying to avoid. Look for hormone-free or organic poultry when possible for better quality and fewer additives. In short, skinless chicken or turkey breast is more than just a safe meat. It's a smart, protective, everyday food for seniors. It gives you strength without the strain and supports your heart, muscles, and digestion as you age. 2. Wild-caught salmon and other fatty fish. If you're over 60 and not eating wild-caught salmon or other fatty fish regularly, you could be missing out on one of the best natural ways to protect your heart, brain, joints, and even your mood. Salmon is more than just another source of protein. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, a type of healthy fat that plays a vital role in senior health. Let's break it down. As we age, the risk of inflammation increases. Chronic inflammation is linked to many age-related conditions, including heart disease, arthritis, memory loss, and even depression. Omega-3s are known for their anti-inflammatory power. They help reduce stiffness in joints, lower triglycerides, and improve circulation, making them a must-have nutrient after 60. Wild-caught salmon is one of the richest sources of omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, which directly support brain and heart health. Studies show that seniors who consume fatty fish regularly may have slower cognitive decline and a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. And let's not forget the heart benefits. Omega-3s help lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of abnormal heart rhythms, and keep your arteries flexible and clear. That's a big deal, especially if you have already been told to watch your cholesterol or blood pressure. On top of all that, salmon is a great source of protein, vitamin D, B12, and selenium. Nutrients that are crucial for maintaining energy, strong bones, and a healthy immune system in older adults. Now let's talk preparation. The best choice is wild-caught salmon, not farmed. Wild salmon generally has fewer contaminants, better fat quality, and a cleaner flavor. You don't need to deep fry it. Try baking, grilling, or poaching it with a little lemon, dill, or garlic. A drizzle of olive oil goes a long way. If salmon is too expensive, other great fatty fish include sardines, mackerel, herring, and trout. Even canned wild salmon can be a smart, affordable option. Just look for low-sodium versions. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. That's enough to get the full health benefits without overdoing it. Worried about the fishy taste or smell? Try pairing salmon with bright flavors, lemon, fresh herbs, or even a light honey glaze. Start with smaller portions and build from there. In short, wild-caught salmon is one of the healthiest meats you can put on your plate, especially after 60. It's light, satisfying, and full of nutrients that help you stay sharp, active, and independent. Number 3, grass-fed lean beef occasionally. You might be surprised to see beef on the best meats list, especially after we just talked about why eating too much red meat can be harmful. But here's the truth. Lean grass-fed beef, when eaten in moderation, can actually be a valuable part of a healthy diet for seniors. The key is all about quality and portion control. Let's start with the benefits. Grass-fed beef is typically lower in total fat and higher in nutrients compared to conventionally raised beef. It contains more omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a natural fat that may help reduce inflammation and support heart health. Plus, beef is an excellent source of protein for maintaining muscle mass and strength iron, to help prevent fatigue and anemia zinc, important for immune health and wound healing. Vitamin B12, essential for brain function and energy. Many older adults, especially those who eat mostly poultry or plant-based meals, may be running low on B12 and iron, which can lead to tiredness, brain fog, or even depression. A small serving of high-quality beef once or twice a week can help fill that gap. Now let's talk about how to do it right. Choose lean cuts. Look for words like sirloin, round, tenderloin, or loin. These cuts are naturally lower in saturated fat. Trim off visible fat before cooking. Watch your portion size. A serving of beef should be about the size of a deck of cards, 3 to 4 ounces. Cook it gently. Avoid charring or grilling at very high heat, which can produce harmful compounds. Instead, try slow cooking, baking, or lightly pan-searing. Also, go for grass-fed or pasture-raised whenever possible. These options are typically raised without antibiotics or hormones and have a healthier fat profile compared to grain-fed beef. And remember, we're talking about eating beef occasionally, not every day. Once or twice a week is more than enough to get the benefits without the risks associated with the overconsumption. What should you avoid? Processed red meats like salami, bacon, hot dogs, or fast food burgers. These are high in sodium and preservatives and saturated fats, and have none of the benefits you get from a clean, lean piece of grass-fed steak. In summary, you don't have to give up beef forever. Just choose better cuts, eat smaller portions, and enjoy it as part of a balanced, senior-friendly diet. It's a smart way to get key nutrients that help you stay strong, sharp, and energized without overloading your heart or digestive system. 4. Plant-based meat alternatives, tofu, tempeh, lentil patties, etc. Let's end this list with something a little different, but just as important. Plant-based meat alternatives. We're talking about foods like tofu, tempeh, lentil patties, black bean burgers, and even chickpea-based meatballs. Now, if you've spent most of your life eating traditional meats, this idea might sound strange. But here's the good news. These plant-based options can offer just as much protein without the heavy saturated fats, cholesterol, or inflammation that often come with animal-based meats. And for people over 60, that's a big deal. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to certain types of fat, salt, and additives. Plant-based meats are typically low in saturated fat, free of cholesterol, rich in fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients. Let's take a closer look. Tofu and tempeh, both made from soybeans, are complete proteins, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to maintain muscle and repair tissue. They're also excellent sources of calcium, iron, and magnesium, which helps support bone strength, circulation, and energy. Lentils, beans, and chickpeas provide plenty of protein too, plus fiber, which helps keep your digestion regular and your blood sugar steady. This is especially helpful for seniors dealing with constipation, high cholesterol, or type 2 diabetes. Another bonus, these foods are generally easier to digest than red meat. They don't sit heavy in the stomach, cause bloating, or lead to acid reflux like fatty meats often do, making them ideal for older adults with sensitive digestion. Here are some simple ways to enjoy them. Grill a black bean or lentil patty and add it to a whole grain bun with avocado and tomato. Stir-fry tofu with colorful veggies and a splash of low-sodium soy sauce. Crumble tempeh into chili or tacos for a hearty, meat-free alternative. Mash chickpeas into patties or use them in stews and soups. What to watch out for? Not all plant-based meats are healthy. Many processed meat alternatives like imitation burgers or faux sausages can be high in sodium, preservatives, or unhealthy oils. Always check the label and aim for whole food ingredients with minimal additives. Start small. You don't have to give up meat completely. Try replacing 1 or 2 meals a week with plant-based options and see how your body feels. In summary, plant-based meat alternatives offer seniors a clean, heart-friendly, nutrient-rich option that supports healthy aging. They're good for your body, gentle on your digestion, and a delicious way to reduce your reliance on high-fat meats. If you're over 60, the meat you choose to eat every day matters more than ever. We've talked about the 4 worst meats to avoid: processed meats like bacon and deli ham, fried chicken, canned meats like Spam, and too much red meat. These foods may be convenient or comforting, but over time, They can quietly damage your heart, joints, memory, and digestion. But the good news? You've also got 4 smart, senior-friendly choices to add to your plate. Lean poultry like skinless chicken or turkey keeps your muscles strong. Wild-caught salmon and fatty fish nourish your brain and reduce inflammation. Grass-fed lean beef in moderation delivers key nutrients like B12 and iron. And plant-based proteins like tofu, tempeh, and lentils give you clean energy without the heavy fats. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start small. Replace one unhealthy meat with a better option. Your body will thank you with more energy, clearer thinking, and better long-term health. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple, trustworthy health tips every week, specially made for people over 60. Got a question or favorite healthy recipe? Drop it in the comments below. We love hearing from you. And remember, it's never too late to take care of your body. Eat smart, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.